bishop lesson start. Setup, probably I just need to press load. We don't need this engine, we can start the game between. This game is between... Okay. Which one gonna be better? Okay, so this game is between Tringov Arnaudov. Now we are going to check out this strategy, how this strategy how knight is fighting against the bishop, even from the opening part. They said that this strategy is starting from the move number 1. Even then, you should create a strategy, getting a stronger knight against a bad placed bishop. By the way, this we can see in the stonewall pawn structure. And in this case, the bad placed bishop are after they're already fact. We just keep going to trade off our bad placed piece for a stronger one, and then we go to the better endgame part. Very often in the King's Indian opening, the pawns in the center are totally blocked, and that's why potential endgame that's why into the potential endgame, into the diagram 7 they said, this is gonna be horror for black just because they have a blocked bishop on g7. Okay, so we can see now this game. So they said there is not a crystal clear mistake in the game, but we can talk about positional stuffs. Who will be stronger, knight or bishop, in the current situations. Okay. Castle, bishop. 4 out. We have a Perk defense, classical quad, Parma defense. You can see on the top the name of the opening part. Fair? 97. So there we go. This is the pawn structure what we talk about, the closed center. And bishop on g7 is definitely the bad placed piece here. So we can try to go to any potential endgame. What's the way? Rook a1, centralize, a6. And knight e1. Angel soup. Trade-off. 93, f5. Yeah, I'm very hungry. Well, not so much. Actually, maybe pig. I ate huge plate of pigs tonight, so I'm not feeling so hungry, but okay, f5. What we should do after f5? Capture once. 94. We still fix. Yes, no more pawn on the e4, but we still fix the situation, the position. Knight takes e3, queen takes e3. Knight f4, e4. Pressure. What I know, even before trading off on f5, so if black totally stay on one place, the natural plan of white gonna be c4 to c5. Queen h4, direct kingside attacking. f3, super solid setup. Bishop h6, trying to take a brief for dark square bishop. Queen e1, as we mentioned before, we already tried to reach any endgame. Full moon, yeah. Now, they said that black didn't stop the plan of white. He didn't do anything special to prevent this plan of white. Now white is having, of course, stronger knight against bad place bishop, which is totally fixed. Yeah, he had some space, some diagonal, but this knight is fixing the all squares, all the position, and still try to push b4, before c5. g5. h3, simple to stop this square because it's a light square and there is nobody who could help. Queen e2, so much pressure. h5, so much pressure. It's all about g4 now. Oh no, g3 gonna be risky. g3, let's kick him out. h6, queen d3. Italy, Spain, 0-1. Oh, such a surprise. Italy, I guess Italy did their job this year. Look at that, h4. It's a bet to put all your pawns, guys, at the same color as your bishop, so now bishop is totally locked up. Totally. Rook f4, c1, 8 f7, a4. Oh, sorry, 8 f7. This rook to 8 f7. 8 f7, a4, queen f8. So much pressure here on the way. Rook c3, king g7, a5, e8, queen e2, rook f8. Back, just stay. For white, we could say the same, but white is having any potential open up c file, any potential attacking there. CD, of course, open up the c file. And there we go. We have a diagram for you guys. How to use actually, this is a huge pawn on the board right now. You cannot really compare it with the power of the knight on e4. Much more quality, plays piece. But what should be the improvement of this position? What should be the final breakthrough? What should be the next step for white to win the game? I'm waiting for your suggestions now. Sacrifice the knight on d6 is not so great, Mr. Jingles. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Knight d2, queen c4. f4. I'm still waiting for fireworks, guys. Please don't push on the side where you're pretty weak, because you're gonna give a counter attack of black. Queen d3. Hey, double h. Queen d3, queen b6. You meant queen e3, maybe queen b6. Okay. Good success, but still probably too slow for some point. Maybe there is a queen d8, prevent that. No, actually queen e3 he could try maybe to take. I know two rooks are stronger, but still doesn't work. They don't call me Thunder Blunder for nothing. Okay. Queen f3, queen b6. Wegener, same idea, it's tab rich, almost. You can even trade off queens, but as much as you trade off, probably there is a chance for black to make a draw. Triple battery round. The question will be if this is enough, or black just hold on the pressure there. Maybe could be enough. Oh, Captain Logis! Boom! Boom! We've got the move, finally! Finally! The captain starts writing. Hey, son, how are you doing? Yes, I'm agree with you. Probably this idea, or either queen e3, queen b6, reach b6 square looks pretty powerful. Pressure on c7, pressure on d6. Probably also this maneuver is awesome. But in the game they play b5. A takes b5, queen takes b5. By the way, this is with the same pressure. Bring the queen there. So, which Stefan? Yeah. So I guess Taburic first, second Wegener, and now also Logis. Find out also the fastest way how to reach b6 square. b6 was the key square. Okay. Queen b6, rook f d7. Hold on. Rook c7, of course. And take d6. Huge advantage, yes. Rook takes d7, rook takes d7 was the final step here. Based on the pin, we've got pretty simple move. Mr. Jingles is crushed, left down, but king e7, we push a7, create a pass pawn, and black resign here. Why black resign? Maybe we can continue a little bit more. What's going on after queen a8, for example? What could be the white's continuation? It's possible to go to d8 too. Simple chess by Karpov. Here, of course, something like zigzag. You try to reach this kind of position. And if queen d8, what could be the continuation? Okay, you can play simple chess. Has to take back by a rook, otherwise promote a queen, and then check anywhere. I don't know where. Take b7, rook b8, and promote. This is the correct approach. How you can... No, you don't need to touch the knight. Everything is winning just by rook, because he couldn't go up, just because you're control of the knight and pawn. Alright, this was the first example. Which against knight, 25th game. Boom. Okay. So you see that black didn't do so many mistakes, but it was totally lost. Just positionally lost because of the knight on e4 against the bishop on h6, step by step. Closing the bishop by the pawn structure was the key moment. We have all game next also. With several maneuvers in the opening part, we could reach the similar situation. Zorachov against Gurgenidze. d4, knight f6. You're already tired? d4, g6. f3. King's Indian Zemish variation. Zemish because of f3. It's existing. Four pawns, everything here. e5, d5. We have a identified situation like before, but this time we just first have c4, which is making our job maybe faster to push c5 in advance. Knight fd7. You can see on the top here, it's written King's Indian Defense Zemish variation. Knight d7, bishop e3. Aha! We should flip now the board and searching for a way. After which maneuver, of course, castle will be the most natural one, but what is giving to us benefits out of knight fd7? Why black is moving the knight from f to d7? What should be his next move now? To solve the problem with the bad place bishop on g7 later. No. So to not reach the previous example catastrophic game, what you should do, what urgent reaction for black has to do now, connected with the bishop. It's not Karpov, it's Zemish variation by f3. No. Just for information, for those of you who ever try to play King's Indian, in general this knight is moving away to h5, get access of f4, just like that. But this is a little bit later after castle. Then they try to push f5, or sometimes move the knight back to e8. But not here. Why they move away the knight in a pretty early moment to d7? Why? Why? Searching for a reason. Come on, guys, move your brains. Boom! Bishop h6. That's right. Retreat to discover queen h4. Yes, Ferdisert, yes. Wegener was number one. What was the question? The question in this moment was... The question in this moment was how to get rid from this previous example. If you miss it, you can watch it later. What the catastrophic game was for black. And how to get rid from this bad situation with the bad placed bishop in advance. In advance. So this is the way. Bishop h6. Exclamation mark. If bishop takes, of course, queen h4. No, we don't have any more bad placed bishop. Very simple explanation. Chicken cross the road. Yes, but this is spirit of King's Indian. Okay, so the main move here is queen d2. What's going on if they don't really capture? then it's very simple. We capture, we trade off such a strong placed bishop here. a5. I think someone of you have this guessing about a5 pushing. Bishop d3, knight a6. Sorry, knight a6. My fingers tonight are very sneaky. Queen side castle. 27. Knight g2. Oh, knight g2. King g2. But maybe knight g e2? They miss some letter. I'm not pretty sure if this is the move. Knight dc5. Bishop b1. Bishop d7. Perfect development. Try to remember, by the way, this setup. It's a very, very famous. Castle no. Castle no need when the center is closed. Try to remember. Center is pretty closed. Closed file means when we have two kind of pawns at the same file, like white is having pawn and black is having pawn. That means that e file and d file are closed files. Currently everything is closed, but in this case center is closed. French bishop on b1. There we go. But try to remember this setup because it's a very, very comfortable when the knights are connected. a5 is fixing, pushing b4. Actually, you prepare also to push more here. a4, get more space. And bishop on d7 is also very well placed. If this knight is here, for example, he's going to prevent development of the bishop. So this is about how pieces are very, very well coordinated and working together on the queen side part. We don't need castle, even we can go to the same direction as white. For the moment, there is no chance for white to open up e-file, so we're still not in danger. In every second, we can jump with the king to the left or king to the right. All right, so b3. Oh, knight b5. Potential attack, but not really. It's good to eliminate the knight, just because when we have a close center, of course, knights are stronger than such an intelligent bishop on b1. Knight b8. It's time for a long maneuvering. Not pretty long, but that's the power of the knight. Anyway. And it's time for pushing totally on the other side of the board. Queen g5. Support by this rook here. g4. And now it's a black to move. Rook d2 instead of rook. Queen d2 instead of rook d2. Okay. I'm still having a4 probably some of the lines, so I'm not sure what do you say. Let's go back to check out your question. You mean queen d2? Okay, what do we have if there is a queen d2? Yes, I see that you're attacking a5. Should I pay attention to this attacking? Do you trap my knight or what? I'm still having knight to d7. Yes, you can take. So maybe a4, b4, and then knight d7. I think this is gonna be right. a4. Well, what are you doing if a4? If b4, I just go back. b4, you can think about knight c4, but looks like hanging. I guess b4 knight here will be alright. Later, again, you can push f5 with, well, preparing. Maneuver the knight. I don't know, f8, either b8. Then again, attacking this. After b4, you have a terrible structure. Yeah, let's check out. Yeah, before knight cd7. This is one of the line. Let me see if I play the correct move. King b8 is also possible, just like that, giving you this. If you accept it, oh, I'm having some kind of little counterattack. There's a queen d2, and I'm not sure I can take that. e3, trying to trap our queen. Like this g2 pawn is more poisoned than a5. Okay. So maybe a4 move is better in this case. As we already analyzed, knight c4 is very risky line. So I should go back. Rook dg8, rook df8, followed by f5. I follow my plan anyway. Nothing too worried about this side of the board, but maybe you're alright, yeah. Was slightly better than this. This is the game. Try to find out the next move for black. No, if you have any idea. Move 23. How should black destroy the position of white? UEFA National League? Okay. Of time. No need to be safety. One more time. 0-2. Oh, looks like Spain gonna win that match. So looks like King b8, guys, too much preparing, too much prophylaxis. Very often it's not okay. You should hurry up. A4 is not okay just because b4 and our knight looks like trapped. Yes, e4. There we go. e4, Hans Schenk. Hans, Mr. Schenk is alright. e4. Destroy the basic pawn. So if you eliminate this pawn, then you can take the next one. Or you can create a pass pawn too. This is the idea of g takes, rook takes. The knight for d4. Yeah. Alright, queen g4. Rook takes f3. Make sure we take everything in a row now. Queen takes d7. Knight b d7. Knight e4. Bishop takes e4. Rook f4. Awesome. Now black reached their goal, they said. Knight against bishop. Oh, Arena finished like Hikaru won it. Too late to grab the title, yeah. Hikaru totally deserved it. So the second boy with 1-5 got 32 games, which I still cannot really believe. So, okay, let's continue this game now. Okay, 4 and Bishop g2. This game is pretty long, by the way. Now actually starting the real fighting, how knight Gonna play against white bet plays bishop because we have similar situation as the previous example. Same color as our bishop pawn structure. Definitely this is not okay for white. But how to use this weakness? King c2, rook g8. You should activate all your rooks, not play with one rook 20 times in a row. h6, a3, rook g5, rook f3, trade off, knight e5, bishop d1, b6, rook f2. Such a long game though. Rook king e7, rook d2, rook g3, rook d4, rook g2, king c3, bishop c2. Was the final goal. Kick him out. From the center, you've got space for the king, probably reaching h5. Rook c1, rook g2, king c3, king g5, bishop g6, king f4, rook f1, knight f3 covering, b4, capture, capture. Yeah. Opposition. Rook a1. What's the best move now for black? How to win more and more and more and more space? How? What's the correct approach? Crystal clear idea. Instead of fan, I have to turn on already the heating. Crazy this. Let's check out. Really? It's about 14? I feel less. Maybe because I ate cold food. It's not really cold, but mm-hmm. 95. Rook g1. One more time. Wegener. Wegener. Rook g1. Rook d2 forcing bishop f7. Then what? Rook d2. Forcing bishop, then rook d3. Kick the white king to second rank. Yeah, but still checkmate is not really existing. But rook d2 is interesting, yeah. Rook g1. Rook a8. Wegener line. Rook c1. King b2. We have this in Wegener continuation. And now rook c4, exactly. King b3, wow, awesome. You've got this line. Great guesser. Good night, Activator. See you soon. 92, king a3, king d4, rook e8, rook c3. Yeah, white king now is in kind of trap. Check, king b1, rook e3. Still hoping for trade-off. Of course, white shouldn't. And now boom, king c3. Rook takes h6. Maybe you already can see the checkmate or the potential one. Check, king e2, check again, king e1. And what could be the final move of black after white resign? Knight. He's not just guessing, he's better at calculating than most of us. Okay, yeah. He just crushed me in the last 2 games between us. Yeah. King b3, rook e1, and knight a3. King b3 probably also working, yes. King b3, rook b, if bishop b1, you go through pin, but then maybe you've got time to bring the rook. What do you think? So if king b3, I meant bishop b1, and if you go to rook e1 pin, I just go here. If you go to rook a knight a3, either d2, then I just give you check. Of course, looks like totally winning, but probably you escape from the checkmate pattern. What could be unstoppable checkmate pattern? Do you think so? You have something more? Anything else, like, more special? King b3. Is the b3 only one square? What do you think so? Knight d2, knight b3, and rook b2. Oh, very third. Very third. Very third. This time was the fastest one. Knight d2, followed by knight b3, and rook b2. Checkmate. Perfect. Very beautiful checkmate, guys. Very beautiful checkmate. Okay. When the bishop, or how bishop could get up, could be still alive. Okay, there's a flame in my room. This was a good joke, I guess. Next is how to make the bishop alive. Oh, we have setup. We have setup. Let's clear the board though. Clear. And now we have Alekhine against Ioner. Alekhine against Ioner. Alright, I think I'm almost ready. Of course, it's knight against bishop, the same topic. So, maybe sometimes we could wake up the bishop by any sacrifice of the pawns, just to have more space in front, or free diagonal in front. So feel free. In the other case, you should stay there for a while. It's not so great. So very often our own bishop is blocked out by our own pawns. Like in this case, bishop is a very, very bad place because he's blocked out by his own pawns. So here it's a white to move. Let's load this position. And let's think about how, in this case, white can use the power of the bad place bishop. So how he could get up, stay alive, and being active or having a little counterattack, how to say. Bishop a4. But where do you go? Where do you go? How do you stay alive? What's the plan of that? Also, do you take a look that I'm having move like g3, for example? c6, bc. C6 will be sacrificed for black. We talk about sacrifice of our side of the board. So bishop a4, please take care about move like g3 or knight, but knight h7, yeah. You can go there maybe, bishop e8. if that means anything. Hey, Lestrak, how are you doing?
Adriana says, what should we sacrifice to open up the bishop?
G3, I guess Bishop D1 was the move you want. Oh no, Bishop D1 will... Bishop D1 gonna make my bishop very, very tough. Very, very tough. No, don't go there, please. Okay, wait a minute. Great guessing. But what's up after e5? What's up after e5? f6, then bishop f5. Alright, e5 by Alekhine in Zurich 1934 against Ioner. Awesome move. D takes e5. Yes, that it was a little bit better to capture like that. F takes. Boom! Exclamation mark to the people who find out f6. I guess this is Ferdinand too. Queen takes f6. Queen takes g4. Queen takes f7. Bishop f5. Dominating now. Totally change. Better placed bishop. Super bad placed knight. Totally change. Converting. Now he's in the game, but let's check out evaluation. Okay, it's already about plus for white. Okay, we go back to the decision in the game. If d takes e5, we're waiting for suggestions. You said b4, c5. Okay, anybody else? b4 is possible after e5. Bishop e4 for the moment is not doing so much, but could be kind of planned, yeah. Before, do I have time for reaction? Maybe trade of the queens. King g5, queen h7, h7. So what's the plan after bishop e4? Or do you have anything in advance calculating?
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
By the way, guys, d6 after bishop e4 would go bishop d5. Okay. e5, d takes e5, a4, a5. Then push c and d pawns. Okay, you wanna deflect that. That's awesome, but this costs too much time. b4, a3. Okay, b4, a3, bishop b3, and then c5. Okay. Looks too beautiful, guys. Probably black will not stay for a while, and let's say he can do also counterattack like that. Maybe e4, 97, 95 activity, and then be ready to push g3. So take care. Take care. The move is d6. Anybody of you mentioned that? Maybe in a little bit different move order. So, the move is d6. They push c5. The question is why? Why they don't accept? There is a third pawn storm here. What is coming to the black? What's going on if black captures c takes d6? Third pawn storm is coming to the black. c5. You see, You already see c5, just because pawn on d5 is not anymore here, and boom. You see, after you already sacrifice your pawn on d6, you find out that c5 is so powerful. The game is over. Bishop is bringing very fast into the game, and white will be much better. They push c5 in the game. Now, those of you who suggest this, yes, it's totally alright. Hey, Pogonusas, how are you doing? e7. And now, what shall we continue with? Just because of check, king g7, check, probably, I don't know, king h6, something like that. What is the most powerful continuation, or how we can guarantee a mating pattern situation? Because after this move, just black resign. Hey, Pogonosus, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, broadcast. Which time zone it is. I guess there are plenty of streamers what they gonna do that. And a3 is here. What do you mean? For this third, mess up the notation, I guess. And probably I'll be not able to make it. Queen h6, guarantee bishop d5, mating pattern, not giving the chance for black to escape. Knight is not having a single free square. Comparing to the first position, what you see, probably you cannot still believe that this is winning for white. After several pawn storms, after several breakthroughs by white and sacrifice pawns. So feel free. This is like a little bit like Mikhail Tal style, this game. Lutikov Sakharov, the next analysis room. There we go. Setup. Clear the board. All right. So Lutikov Sakharov, very interesting. Semi or maybe close position. Yeah, looks like it's close position again. So we're gonna enjoy with this. How to wake up the bishop is a topic. Don't forget about that. You see already the spirit of that. You already see the spirit of that. That it's connected more or less with any sacrificing. Bishop is here. I start my chess career at the age of 4.5. But still chess is exciting to me. Even if I get older, too old. There we go. Lutikov Sakharov. It's a white to move. It's a white to move. Again, bad place bishop. So how to work on that? These are the years when I become Woman FIDE Master 2007, Woman International Master 2008, and Woman Grandmaster 2011. Yes, I'm pretty old. Now, okay. So, What has to be here the continuation for Mr. Lutikov? How white should update the position of the bishop? That's the correct approach. 1960. Let's go. I'm younger than most of my viewers, okay. Queen c2 by Wegener. Okay. Attacking f5, attacking a4, forcing b5, c takes b5, knight takes b6. Is it really forces b5? I'm not pretty sure. No, I'm gonna be 33 after this month passes away. Become 33, yeah. King is trapped. King is trapped. He've got availability, maybe to sacrifice queen for 2 rooks. This is what I'm worried about. d4, d5, bishop e3, bishop d4. Yeah, there we go. Just a number. Cheer. There we go. 33rd, just catch us. Just catch us. e4. We can. This is the move in the game, but let's check out f takes e4. Then what's the problem of f takes e4? We have f5, direct open up the bishop. This is our final go. This is the move in the game. As we mentioned, youngster. d5 cd, bishop e3, followed by this. Knight c3. How to open up more space? Is it really bishop d4 enough, or I would just go to knight b5 attacking him? What's the continuation to get more space for the bishop? c6 attacking e7. Boom. c6. bc. Bishop c5 attacking e7. Exactly. So you have these. Too much space already for the bishop. Queen b8. And the most important fact too, that there is nobody who could support e7 for black. Very interesting next move of white, by the way. So black could get a strong counterattack if this is gonna be checked. So if it's white's turn, what has to be the correct decision? To not give that tempo for black. Because if this is not really a tempo, guys, if this is not really a force way check, we've got mate. So how to stop this? 40 is a new 20. My brother is 40 now. h7. Well, h7 is interesting. No, we don't have checkmate in 2. Black is still covering that. Rook h7, I will just take and cover g7 and g8. There is not so much behind rook h7. King h1, prophylaxis. Queen g3 is not really great just because of knight e2 fork, so take care. Not everything is behind defending. This is like active defense move. One more time, black cannot really take because of force mate. Rook h7 is for self-made. So next to the stalemate gonna be self-made. How to self-made us. This will be awesome topic of the book. Self-made us. Okay. So king h1 92. They still come here just because rook h3 looks like powerful. Boom. This is a nice threat. One nine. This is 1-9, but just the year of the game in Moscow. Taking the fact that any Russian are playing there, the level is pretty strong. Yes, queen g8, hoping to survive, but now just capture here. Rook takes h3. We don't have anything else. We should cover this by rook. Capture, capture. a5. And the game finished by draw? What? I think there's some... I don't understand something. The game finished draw? This game finished draw? Oh, come on. This is blood game. How this game could finish draw? He didn't move away the queen. Why he didn't move away the queen, by the way? What's wrong if he just escaped? He cannot really activate the queen, probably because of some more mating patterns, I guess. White sacrificed too many pawns, but don't we have anything like this? Or bishop stab this pawn without problem? How a5 and draw? I still cannot believe. What's this draw? Yeah, probably he trade off this, but this will be never trading off the f4. Only if black somehow take it like that. Okay, so... if we take back, I guess we should take. Now what? Maybe bishop d4? Or I can lose after bishop d4. He's just starting pushing like that. This is awesome. Wow. So we have to find only one moves here to make a draw. c5. How to make a draw? Rook behind. Yeah, I'm just checking now the engine because it's interesting situation how they finish the game. They just say they finish by draw, but I guess there is so much playing here behind this. So c4. We would just take. So it has to be c4. We have no time to collect these pawns. That's the problem. No time. And blitz is much easier, yeah. You just go here, you just push, 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 and whatever. You flank opponent, yeah. King g3. If we bring the king here, gonna be alright. Just push to the end. Rook b2. Oh, this is the way how we can lose, of course, the pawn. Just check. Wherever we go. Just rook here. Sorry, rook f3. And after he capture here, it's already draw, theoretical draw. Rook and bishop against rook. But this is awesome. This is awesome. King pre-move to g6 and pre-move checkmate. Yes, there we go. We hope so for. f4, only one move to make a draw now. This is very funny. No, they use f-pawn like barrier, but here you mean? Okay, if we take here, but now rook g7 and king activity is not so pleasant for white. You should give perpetual, I guess. This is the moment where you should give perpetual. Bishop d4. Oh, white is still hoping for some tricks here, but check g6. Bishop c5, rook f8. Yeah, there's some sneaky moves, yeah, for sure. Now this is another sneaky move, because keep the pressure of the rook and keep the pressure of the bishop. Wherever you move away, I just have a check and take. So this is already totally draw, yeah.